a screen to Eric Gray. Gray to the 20, trying to turn the corner, and he does. Let's see where they spot him. What a job after the catch by Eric Gray, and that's a first down. Seahawks with the fourth best third down defense this year, but they give up a big one there. Now Jones, another screen, right back to Gray. He's got a lot of room to run. Another first down for Gray. Out of bounds around midfield. The former Giant Julian Love pushes him out 37 yards on back-to-back plays. Jones over the middle, and there is Theo Johnson. Jones eludes the rush, gets rid of it to Gray at the 10 and down to the 5. First and goal for the Giants. Fourth and goal. Gray up. Does he get there with the second effort? The ball has come out. No whistle on the field. Rayshawn Jenkins the other way. No one has blown this dead yet. Jenkins is going to go the distance, and now they have to sort it all out.
Wow. What a massive turn of events should this one hold for the Seattle Seahawks.
Cleveland, another look as we go to break. We'll be back with the verdict. Here's Tracy. Good vision, and there he goes. Tyrone Tracy into Seattle territory and runs out of bounds. Julian Love forced him out, but in his first NFL start, Tracy with a big pickup. Second down and 8. Play fake. Jones with time. Got a wide open man, and that is Johnson again inside the 20-yard line. Julian Love on the tackle, but Johnson goes for 22. Because, we'll see what Seattle does. Well, whatever they're doing, he likes the matchup, and there goes Jones. Daniel Jones inside the 10.
We've seen one of their adjustments is letting him run the ball more.
Play fake. Jones looking the other way. Fires. He's got Robinson, and Robinson's in. Touchdown, Wan'Dale Robinson.
Wan'Dale Robinson's the second leading receiver on this team, and it's only because of Malik Neighbors, but this is just a crosser, a shallow crosser. The misdirection in the backfield. Daniel Jones not only faked the handoff interiorly, which sucked up.
Came into the film room and told Gino that he would be starting that game. Smith over the middle, and that pass is caught. Gino, and he's got A.J. Barner into Giants territory, and another Seattle first down. Jason Pinnock on the tackle after a gain of 13. Smith, pressure coming, and he's sacked. Dexter Lawrence got back there. His fourth sack of the season. Jones to Robinson. He slips away from Rayshawn Jenkins and picks up the first down. Jones on the slant. He's got Slayton, who breaks away, picks up the first down, and then shoved out of bounds by Witherspoon. Here's Tracy trying to get to the outside. Tracy's got the first down, and then tripped up by Julian Love. Jones calling for it, gets it. Quarterback draw. Jones up the middle at the 25. Bounces off one tackler and still going to the 20. That 38-yard attempt for Greg Joseph in his third game with the Giants. And the kick is good. Time on it to make sure he can. Geno Smith looking to throw. Screen. Walker. A lot of room to run. Walker at the 40. Walker now angling for the sideline, and Banks escorts him out at the 47. But a big play for Kenneth Walker of 27 yards. Thibodeau coming with pressure. Smith steps up. Now fires. Wide open man. Lockett to the ground with a flag down. 6 of 8 on his field goals this year, and this one is right down the middle. So for Seattle, on their first 15 plays of the game, they gained 45 yards.
They got to make this Giant offense uncomfortable to stop them from dominating, moving up and down the field so far.
That's right, Andrew. I'm hearing from the Seahawks staff that Nwosu has a thigh injury, and he's going to remain out for this game, guys.
Wide open is Lockett at the 40 and still going. Lockett trying to get to the outside and now goes down at the 38-yard line.
We didn't get the replay on it, but wow.
2nd and 3. Geno, first down. DK Metcalf with the ball coming out. Newman falls on it. And they're saying it's Giants football. Jones throwing on first down, taking a deep shot, looking for Slayton, and did he stay in bounds? He did! They missed on 2 deep shots against Dallas, and now a flag comes out. Metcalf hoping the fumble does not lead to points. Giants have it. First down and 10. Tracy on the left side finds a hole, and Tyrone Tracy goes for 10 yards. He's rushed for 60 yards. Jones has time. Slayton's down there, and he's got it! Touchdown! So much for the deep ball not working. Twice on this drive, Jones to Slayton, and the Giants are on top.
One side of the field, and he's come all the way across to the other side as Hyatt's going the other way. Terrific job, not only by Slayton and Daniel Jones, but this Giants offensive line. Tiki, you're talking about the way they've been able to run the ball.
Pressure's coming. Smith steps up. He's got a big lane to run. Geno slides down in Giants territory. 2nd and short. Let's see how the Seahawks play it. Geno. And along the sideline, Lockett brings it in. First down, Seattle. 3rd down and 7. Here comes Burns. Smith steps up. Broken up by Banks. He had 2 pass breakups all year. That was his 3rd today. Myers from 48 yards away, and it's good. Such a great initiative by the NFL. On first down, a run to Tracy right up the middle, and Tyrone Tracy breaking free into Seattle territory. 3rd and 2. Tracy following Runyon on the outside. He's got the first down. Hankins finally makes the tackle. Jones on the slant. It's been there all day, and another first down for Darius Slayton. Jones looking for Slayton in the end zone, incomplete.
He's done a good job today with those down the field throws. Not so much on that one.
31-yard attempt for Joseph, and he is good for the 2nd time today. After the penalty, 3rd down and 12. Geno steps up, going to try to keep it across the 30 and slides down short of a first down. Play clock at 2. Geno keeps it. Burns is there. Brian Burns did not bite on the fake. And the gamble by McDonald comes back to bite him. 2nd down and 5. Jones over the middle, and he's got a first down to Robinson. 1 field goal makes you go up by 10. 3rd and 3. Jones fires, incomplete. And Joseph is now 3 for 3 after he went 5 for 5 last game against the Cowboys. Nick McLeod on Metcalf. They run it again here with Charbonnet. And Charbonnet comes close to a first down. In fact, he's got one after a gain of 9. Just 1 for 6 on 3rd downs with a flag down. Here come the Giants defense. Thibodeau with the sack. Lawrence back there as well. And let's see what the penalty marker is. Jones, here comes Reed. Jones escapes. Jones is hit by Baker. And it's 4th down. The Giants will punt. 2nd down and 10. Smith throws. He's got Metcalf. First down. And a gain of 24.
They've needed a spark.
They go no huddle. Smith, Walker's wide open at the 30. And Walker with a big hit. Football came out late, but they're saying he was down.
But they're executing well so far.
Smith locates Metcalf. And that is the 400th career reception for DK Metcalf. And Thibodeau back on. Smith to the outside. Smith and Jigba on the reception to the 20-yard line. Won that matchup so far today. Smith and Jigba to the 15 and dragged down by Dane Belton. Smith to the end zone, touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. His first touchdown of the season.
They have a double team to the right of your screen on DK Metcalf, and it leaves the middle of the field wide open.
Back in the first quarter. They are throwing. Jones on the slant, and it's nearly intercepted. Great coverage by the rookie Nehemiah Pritchett. Smith steps up, he's going to run. He's got a lot of room across midfield. Geno Smith and the Seahawks are already in field goal range. A 32-yard run. 3rd and 4, 1:08 to go. Smith to the outside, and it's broken up. This to tie the game at 23, and it's blocked. Isaiah Simmons, and picked up by Bryce Ford Wheaton, and he is going to go! The Giants sideline erupts! Unbelievable! Scores!
Let's take a look at this. He jumps over the center, blocks it. And wow, what a return. We talk about all phases, offense, defense, special teams, making blocks or making contributions to winning games. Gene, I need to know, are you allowed to jump the center?
No, he actually is in that gap, Tiki. I think it's a great play by Simmons. He's right in the A gap. He goes right through. He doesn't use anybody for leverage. He just finds that gap, leaps up, and makes a great play.
Just going to take a knee.
They're taking a knee because
they don't want the Seahawks to go the other way. Geno Smith in the shotgun. Pressure's coming. Smith goes to the ground. That's a sack for the Giants. And for the Giants defense, they now have 6 sacks today. 3rd down and 11. Burns is coming. Smith steps up. Geno's going to keep it and takes a big hit from Dane Belton. Geno and Dexter Lawrence ends it. The 7th sack today by the Giants defense. And Devin Singletary. Not a lot of people gave the Giants a shot without those two today, but they come away with a commanding 29-20 victory over Seattle. So for Tiki Barber, Jason McCourty, AJ Ross, and Gene Steratore, this is Andrew Catalan saying so long from Seattle.